So Marina Mabrey left the Chicago Sky, and a lot of people were kind of wondering what was going on. People thought that she requested a trade. Supposedly she demanded a trade out, which is not an ideal situation, it doesn't seem. Like, especially with how rare trades have been in the WNBA this season. I think this is the first mid-season trade we've seen. Albeit, look, it's a mid-season trade because the Olympics is about to happen. There's a month break. But it is what it is. And before we get on to things, though, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are 79 subscribers off hitting 23.6, which is our goal for today. But when it comes to Marina Mabrey, she apparently demanded a trade from the Sky. And I'm going to talk about, like, some reasons why she did it and some reasons that are definitely wrong that people are making up. Like, people are literally making up that she demanded a trade from the Sky because of Angel Reese's streak and she was annoyed about it. Let's just put that to bed right now. Kennedy Carter was the one who was dribbling out the clock. Marina Mabrey was the one who was telling her to give the ball to Angel to keep the streak alive. That was Marina Mabrey. I don't think it has anything to do with that. Marina Mabrey and Kennedy Carter and Angel Reese got on. I think Marina Mabrey thought that the team at some stage, especially during the year, maybe had a chance to win, but she thought one of two things were going to happen, especially early on. I think she stayed in Chicago because obviously she was under contract, but I think she didn't want to trade during the offseason because she maybe thought that she was going to be an all-star. I think she thought she was going to be an all-star. And I think through 10 to 15 games, until Marina Mabrey missed the free throws in 3 consecutive games to ice them, I think she was on that all-star trajectory. Like, she was the Chicago Sky's best player through 10 games. And then there was a few games where it was Angel Reese and then Kennedy Carter just took over. But through 10 games, she was the best player on the Sky team and she was projected to be an all-star. And now, obviously, she's there on All-Star Weekend competing in everything and one of the new big 5 for the Connecticut Sun. Like, the fact that Dejanay Carrington's not here. But she might be coming off the bench, which is really interesting. I think the reason that she left is just she's never been on a good team in her career. Like, that's it. You can see here, like, obviously this is the article, but this is someone tweeted out. Like, they got rid of Cat Copper. And they've also lost, again, the likes of Sylvia Foles. They've lost Candace Parker, Elena Deladon. So, like, they're losing players. Like, the Chicago Sky have never really kept their players. Obviously, Marina Mabrey coming, like, a little bit after, or the year after they won a ring. But, like, the Chicago Sky have to tear it down. And I think that it was a case of her just... I wouldn't be that surprised if, like, they asked, do you want to trade? And she said, yes. And that's what they've said is her demanding a trade. Because the Chicago Sky need to tear it down. Like, James Wade, who was there, like, they're, like, running stuff for them, he had made a lot of win-now moves. And they worked. They won a ring, but that was it. Like, they have no future. Chicago Sky had the worst future of any team in the WNBA. Like, they gave up the pick that was, in fairness, like, Dallas have just been drafting terrible. But, like, in the Mabrey trade, they gave up a pick swap for this year's first-round pick. They gave up the pick that ended up being Lou Lopez-Seneschal, which, in hindsight, made no difference whatsoever, because Lou, as much as I hate to say it, Lou has been a non-factor in the WNBA. As someone, again, who's been following her career since she was here, that's very, very... I really want her to do well, but she's been a non-factor. So... they obviously gave up so much. They gave up half their future to sign Marina Mabrey in the first place, which I don't know. Were they trying to just compete for the sixth seed? Like, it was just a very, very odd trade in the first place. But they're trying to almost make up for that. They're trying to make up for the mistakes that they made with the initial Marina Mabrey trade. They're trying to make up for those mistakes, and like, the only reason why the Chicago Sky will be going for it this year is to win Angel Reese her Rookie of the Year, and I think ship has sailed on that. And I don't think the Chicago Sky would mortgage their future for that. And I think the emergence of Angel Reese is a reason why you can make this trade anyway as well. Because, look, the Chicago Sky are not a good free agency destination. And, Like, no free agents really want to go there. So you've got now a situation where you've got 2 first-round picks in this year's draft. You've got a lot of other things. And getting rid of Mabrey means that you have a free agent might want to play with Angel Reese because she makes the game easier for good players. A free agent genuinely might want to play with Angel Reese, a good free agent guard. Because you're losing Izzy Harrison and Marina Mabrey, and that frees up nearly 2 max contracts. The problem is you're going to have to pay Kennedy Carter probably a max, or close to it. So that's where the problem is with Kennedy Carter. But yeah, the reason why she left, I'd say, is she was probably told. I'd say she was told. I'd say she was asked or told by the GM, by the front office, being like, we can. Maybe she was frustrated with how much they were losing, and maybe she was just told, look, we can try to get you to a winner, and she said yes. That's how I would see it going, because mid-season trades don't really happen. Maybe she went and said, look, at the end of this season, can you trade me rather than me playing out the last year of my deal? Maybe she said something like that. But like, obviously it wasn't like I need to be traded right now. And like, blaming this on the Angel Reese streak is the dumbest thing ever. It is the dumbest thing ever. The one thing that's a bit weird is that the Chicago Sky players didn't tweet anything out about her going. So something a bit more sinister might have happened. But look, I just don't. It's just not, is it? It's just not the fault of Angel Reese now, is it? It's just not. Like, I don't, like, stop. I get it. Some people don't like Angel Reese. I get it. The streak, very clearly, the last 3 games of the streak were stat padding. Very clearly. Again, she broke the record before that, by the way. She had already broken the record, but let's be honest, the last 3 games were stat padding. But still, that's not a reason why she demanded to leave. That's just dumb. That's just dumb, and that's just like projecting like things that are obviously not true. Again, she was trying to keep the streak going. She was one of the players that went and tried to keep the streak going. So, look, I just don't get like some people's arguments for this. Why she left, or like why she's demanded a trade or asked for a trade, was probably to win, just like a lot of people ask for trades. I wouldn't be surprised if she asked for it because there was the month break. And there was a reason why the timing was when it was. It's effectively an off-season. A month break is effectively an off-season. And the Connecticut Sun were a team that are desperate because 4 of their players become free. 4 of their starting 5 become free agents this summer. You never know if you're going to be able to keep all of them. And also the fact is that if you can't keep even one of them, your best chance of ever winning a championship as good as the Liberty are is this year. So anyway, that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.